Good evening. Can you hear me? Okay, I'd like to welcome you to the Dearborn Heights campus and to the 2019 Dearborn Magnet High School commencement. Before we begin, please take a moment and silence your cell phones. Specifically, I'd like to welcome the parents, relatives, and friends, and we're so happy that you were able to be with us this evening for this very special occasion. At this time, we will play the national anthem, and gentlemen, can you please remove your hats? Thank you. I'd like to welcome our honored guests. First of all, Mary Plechnikov, our school board president. Trustee Hussein Berry, school board vice president. Trustee Adele Mosa, Dearborn School Board. Trustee Roxanne McDonald, school board. Am I missing somebody? Jim Thorpe, trustee, school board. Dr. Glenn Malenko, our superintendent. Mrs. Shannon Peterson, executive director, student achievement. Dr. Jill Chokel, executive director, student achievement. Mr. David Mustonen, director, communications. Mrs. Rose Bailey, director, ELL. Ms. Fadia Nahed, supervisor, network applications. Dr. Dan Patterson, director, assessments. Did I miss him? Okay. Mr. Jeff Murphy, director, food services. Mr. A. Mashur, director, student services. Mrs. Deneen Charles, coordinator, effective education. And Mr. Hassan Jafer, consultant, former Edsel Ford High School principal. Did I get everybody? Thank you. I would like to thank you all, especially our honored guests, for coming and for your continued support of our school and our programs. I'd also like to acknowledge our hardworking Magnet High School staff and our assistant principal, Mr. Osama Beydoun. These individuals do an outstanding job each day in, day out, and I'd like to publicly thank them for all that they do. So teachers and staff, will you please stand, raise your hand, wave. We really appreciate it. So next we'd have congratulatory remarks from Dr. Glenn Malenko, our superintendent, followed by Mary Plechnikov, school board president.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Green. Appreciate that. This is an exciting time of year filled with celebrations. It's really always a pleasure to be here at the graduation ceremony. It's one of our favorite times of the year. I want to thank the support of the Board of Education for their great support, and obviously the administrators that were mentioned here. I also know there's a lot of planning and hard work that goes into the Magnet School, so I want to thank Principal Dr. Green, Mr. Osama Beydoun, and their entire staff for the great work, the teachers, all the faculties. Yes, so let's give them a... Let's just give a big round of applause to all family and friends who are here as well. With the teachers specifically, just the amount of time, the talents to provide these students with a quality education is outstanding, and just really appreciate your dedication. Thank you for your commitment to the profession, your passion for teaching, and for the positive impact you've had on the lives of these students. And I know that's the case here at Magnet. I've seen it. Well, seniors, here we are. All the reports, projects, papers have been graded, all the tests taken, right? And all of your classes completed. It seems that you're ready to graduate. Everyone agree? All right. Well, I got one more thing, so not so fast. Your good old superintendent has one more assignment for you to complete. We're going to have fun with this. One more lesson to learn, one more opportunity to prepare you for life after high school. The good news is that we're going to take care of that assignment right here, right now. Students, for this assignment, if you have your phones, take them out. And if not, we could just... Good. I knew, because I knew I had given... See? Good. And I already cleared this with Dr. Green, right? Dr. Green, so... And if you don't, you could just motion. It's okay. Or you can kind of get this posted later. What did you all expect? You all know I'm very active on social media, I believe, and students are always asking me to take the selfie with the student first. In fact, the first selfie I took with students was 4 years ago, and it was actually at Magnet. I know Dr. Green remembers that. So that's where the initiative started with Miss Peterson. The other thing students are always asking me to do is close school every other day due to snow, even when it's almost 70 degrees, but that's for another time. Oh, is it? Okay. There we go. Awesome. We'll have to get one after. That picture's been in a lot of presentations, too. Parents and staff, feel free to join in this lesson as well. So what I'd ask you to do, if you have the phone, point it straight up in the air over your head and take a photo of the ceiling, okay? Take a photo of that ceiling. I'm going to do the same. Now, and you don't have to do this right now, but I guess you can if you want. If you're on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, or maybe even still on Facebook, either now or after, I want you to tag this photo, #BreakTheGlassCeiling. The glass ceiling is a figurative term used to symbolize the barriers that keep people from achieving their goals. Break through those barriers and don't let stereotypes keep you from reaching your goals. You're about to enter into a whole new experience in your life. And I know you've also overcome adversity. You may be off to school, joining the military, working on developing a skill, or even moving right into the workforce. It doesn't matter where you're headed. The experiences that lie ahead will be different than your years in public education here through the P-12 system. But the possibilities that lie ahead will honestly be endless for all of you. There will be obstacles, as I'm sure you're aware. There will be doubters. There will be mistakes. But with hard work, there really are no limits. This quote comes from Michael Phelps, winner of 23 Olympic gold medals and 28 medals overall. There will be obstacles to overcome. Some may be no fault of your own, but don't let those obstacles keep you from reaching your full potential. We all see it. We live in a country that offers many opportunities, and our history is filled with those stories of those who have overcome adversity, as I know most of you have. Broken barriers and set new standards. Be a part of that, and always remember to break through those barriers. So that's part one. Step two in our lessons is trade a phone with someone sitting next to you. Go ahead. Don't be worried. If you have one. All right. And I'm going to do it as well. Have them take a photo of anything you want. Look at Miss Peterson. She's getting right into it. She remembers the 4-year selfie. For many of you, it may have been difficult to hand that phone over to someone you might not know well. I know her well, so I wasn't too concerned. You may have been nervous, not knowing what they were going to take a picture of, right? I could see the look. Throughout life, don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Now and then, explore new places, learn new ideas, and be willing to take a chance. The only real constant in the world is that everything is always changing. Be open to that change and be willing to take that risk. It's easy to stay in our comfort zone, surround ourselves with those that like us, act like us, and always agree with us. But real growth happens when we step away from that comfort zone and challenge ourselves to learn new ideas, understand different behaviors, and engage in very constructive debate. Part 3. I'd like you to point that phone straight at the ground and take a picture. This hashtag is going to be stay grounded. So take a picture at the ground. Good, you're participating. It seems from. And if you don't, it's okay. If you don't, those that have them. Honesty, integrity, responsibility, respect for self and others, and citizenship. These are the core values that have been taught to you in school. Yes, I did tell you to take chances and not be afraid of taking a risk, but never compromise your morals and values when taking those chances. Don't let greed, envy, or revenge be the motivation for taking a risk. Stay grounded and don't discredit your character in order to achieve your goals. In the end, no amount of physical items will ever be as valuable as your own character and the values you stand for. Even Dumbledore tells a young Harry Potter, it's our choices, Harry, that show us who we truly are, far more than our abilities. And obviously, there's been choices you have all had to make. All right. Next photo I'd want you to do is to point, if you have your phone, point it in the audience, okay? And just take a picture of the audience here. And this hashtag is really family, friends, or teachers who are here that have made a difference. And never forget them. Never forget those who have made a difference in your life. You are here today, really, and we know because someone really truly cared about you, and we see it from those in the audience here today. Don't ever forget that your success is a result of someone who took the time to make you important in their life. If your path takes you to a new city, a new state, or even a new country, don't let the physical distance define the emotional distance between you, possibly family, friends, or in this case, it may even be faculty and teachers that mentored you. Share the support and love with others. Pay it forward as you move forward in your life. Take time to care, to support a cause, or simply just be there for someone. All right, the final part, which we already were talking about early. Take a selfie if you can, or take it with a group. If someone would like to, take a selfie. I'll get one here. I'm gonna get you guys in the background. All right, you don't have voluntary. That's fine. Hashtag this photo, I am the future. One of my favorite authors, Dr. Seuss, writes in his book, classic book, Oh, the Places You'll Go. This truly is one of my favorite books. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. The faculty here has provided you with the education. The people in the audience, your family, friends, teachers have given you the love and support. The opportunities are endless, but what comes next in your life is truly up to you. You have the freedom to choose the direction you're headed, but you also have the responsibility to make it happen. The direction you travel may be similar to those around you, but each of you will move in a very unique path. And I know, we have the 7 of you here right now. As said in the children's book, Giraffes Can't Dance. We all can dance, he said, if we find the music that we love. Find that music you love, pursue your interests, your passions, and talents and abilities that are within will shine. They truly will. This is a great day to celebrate, but what makes the celebration more enjoyable are the memories. And I know we usually, I'm assuming you're going to have the memory show. I always enjoy that. The friends you've made along the way, the laughs, and the tears are all part of the experience that contributes to the joy of reaching that goal. Don't get too caught up in reaching that final destination without enjoying the trip along the way. It's the journey that requires the most planning and work, but it also provides the most experiences and accomplishments. Remember, you don't need to change the entire world, just make your part of the world a better place. If everyone had that goal, the entire world would truly be a better place. That's it, lesson over. I know we kind of improvised that a little with the phones and whatnot, and if we didn't have it, it was okay. Your formal education here at Dearborn Schools is done, but the knowledge you've gained through your experiences is just beginning. Don't underestimate the value of the education and what you will have to offer. I look forward to hearing all about the Magnet class of 2019. Congratulations to all.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Dearborn Public Schools Board of Education, we welcome you to our 2019 Magnet School graduation. I applaud the students and your families for having the wisdom and personal insight to be some of the few in Dearborn who saw an opportunity and took an alternate path with your educational careers that have earned you a high school diploma. Everyone here, family, teachers, and friends, believed that vision as a reality. You could achieve with their support and your determination. You demonstrated the ability to discover a promising future. You can help set the example for others. I recall a quote from an unknown source that said, "Better an oops than a what if." It reminded me of where we all find ourselves at times in our lives. Mistakes, poor choices, decisions not thought through. We all encounter these oops moments. Many of you may have felt overwhelmed with challenges, but rather than letting those oopses determine your direction, leaving you on the sidelines asking, what if, you moved forward. Chose a school that handed you some new opportunities to experience and conquer, and now your limits are not defined by what ifs, but what can be. Your limits use today's successes to continue your pursuit towards your personal goals. Remind yourselves when another oops happens, and it will, that you can learn from it. Use it to motivate rather than discourage you. Keep those what ifs from stalling your dreams and finding your successes. Congratulations and good luck, class of 2019.
So thank you, Dr. Maleko and Trustee Pleshnikov, for those kind and sincere words. I think I missed someone back there, Miss May Musalam. Just wanted to acknowledge her as from Central Office in the ELL department. Dr. Maleko referenced the senior presentation. We're going to do something a little bit different this year. We're going to have one of our teachers, Ms. Kim Richardson. She's going to introduce and get this started. Thank you.
Hello. Does this thing work? Okay. So I just wanted to say this year a little bit of something about the seniors and highlight a little things, some good things about Magnet this year. Take this time to really shine for us. So I'm just going to say a little bit about each student. Rashawn, I'm going to start with Rashawn. He has always been one of the most calm and reasonable Magnet students, one of the most mature. But when I look at all 7 of you, you guys are all very mature. All the seniors are very mature. We appreciate that. He was on the Etzelford varsity football team and swim team this year. Rashawn attended a diversity conference with our social worker, Miss Leslie, and his mentor, Mr. Jafer, which made sense because Rashawn is an upstander. He always kept his cool, even when things got complicated. He is an influencer, and he helped promote tolerance among his peers. I don't think I could do this. Okay, I can't do this. Someone's got to hold this thing. Danielle is one of our hardest workers and doesn't give up. She is very organized with her schoolwork and always has notes, time, and expertise to share with someone when needed. Danielle leads with her heart and will always be there for you. She has come a long way, and we feel that she has come out on top. I don't think I could do this. Yeah, maybe some no. Okay, so let me just get through it. I've been fine up until now. That's why this is happening. Rima is the princess. And the squirrel, because let me explain, she like hides things everywhere. She always has cash and always buying things for people like pencils and snacks and whatever you might need. Rima's very giving and can succeed when supported and pushed. She has grown so much since she has been with us. She went from avoiding me and math for 2 years to completing 4 math classes this year. Last year. She also went out of her way to help us communicate with some of our students about sensitive matters when we needed her, to be a supportive peer, and to help others. At the health fair, I learned that she would play cornhole as many times as she could if she kept winning yellow carnations. If I would have known that, I would have given her a yellow flower for every skill she earned last year. After all, she is the princess. We all want to be her friend, like everyone, even though she's leaving us. If you ever need anything, like in the school, you could just tell her and she would get it for you, legally, all legally, but she would get anything you needed. She didn't steal, but anything you needed, she would get it for you. Troy. Troy has a lot of energy. Maybe not right this minute, but last year, I had to occasionally order him to run up and down the stairs to get some of his energy out, this big staircase out here. Troy has come such a long way. Junior year, we had to chase him down. Senior year, he came to school and did what he had to. If he ever began to doubt himself, sometimes as teenagers do, we would snap him out of it because he has so much potential and we all knew he would do anything for a pizza. We hope he learns to accept success as an integral part of his life. Troy was one of our best math students, even though he will never admit it. He is a caring and honest guy, and he became someone you could really count on, and he made a great store manager. Zoe has also come a long way from last year. Like many of our other students, she went through a lot outside of school, but she pushed through and did not let it stop her success here at school. Zoe has played soccer for many years and will be attending Cleary University on scholarship for soccer. She starts this summer. On a daily basis, you might find her with paint in her hair or on her clothes or her shoes, and it actually became a fashion statement. She loves chips for breakfast and candy all day. Zoe is very nice to everyone, but makes sure that no one can take advantage of her. I hope she keeps it that way and keeps her eye on the prize. Adriana was new to us this year and also able to take advantage of our credit recovery program. Outside of school, you can find her at home or working near or in a pool. She was soft-spoken but always knew what she wanted and in the end made it happen, with the help of her wonderful teachers, of course. She overcame many obstacles this year so that she could be a 2019 graduate. And last but not least, Denzel. What can we say about our sneaky little guy? Denzel matured last year to this year. He was determined to finish, and he did. And he is done, graduated. He always said that he wanted to be an elevator repair technician. A lot, he said that. I hope he can do that one day. He's a very curious student, always asking questions about this and about that, and always seemed to be interested in entrepreneurship as well. We hope that Denzel keeps learning and skill building. We hope that he takes that curious mind, is able to create a very successful path for himself. And if anything matters about the way he's dressed today, then I'm sure he's going to be very successful. Magnet has come such a long way this year. We held a weekly huddle for team building to improve communication among staff to students and student to student. And that was, a very big deal because we had all of our magnet students in one room on a weekly basis for like a half hour, or 15 minutes. It felt like a half hour, 15 minutes. So they really learned those soft skills and were able to, come together, which is something really good for us. Our students did 3 projects this year with the help of Ms. Saad. Our students researched and created digital presentations and made collages. Then they presented their projects to the teachers and peers. We had students serve on the Student Leadership Committee, the Superintendent Advisory Committee, and as usual, all of our students served at the All Saints Soup Kitchen in Detroit. We also had students successfully complete work-based learning and dual enrollment this year at Henry Ford, and we hope to continue that. 4 of our magnet students faced their fears and spoke at the principal's monthly feeder group meeting this year. We were so very proud of them that day because they were, very nervous. There was a lot of people that they're speaking in front of, and they did a really great job. And for that, we are so proud of them. We always have a challenging year and a challenging road ahead of us. But there were some very exciting firsts with Magnet this year. I just want to highlight real quick. There were 8 students on honor roll this year. Our attendance rate went up and our suspension rate went down. We implemented a successful cell phone policy, which among other benefits made a huge impact on student productivity. It was a really, really big deal. You guys are all lucky. Many students finished early this year, seniors and even a few underclassmen. It's because of that productivity that they had this year, and they really worked hard and took advantage of the benefit of our self-paced online curriculum. You can go a little slower, but you can also go a little faster. We also had many students that finished extra classes to make sure they would achieve completion. Troy, Danielle, and Rima all finished 4 math classes this year, saving them from the dreaded summer school with time to spare. And Rashawn finished 3. Rima did 3 classes, math classes, second semester, and she worked hard for all 3 of them, just so she could travel this summer instead of go to summer school. Troy and Zoe both finished the challenging Algebra 2B successfully. These exciting accomplishments were due to an amazing Magnet staff working together seamlessly. We hope to continue the success with the support of our district. We're so proud of all these seniors here today. These students have worked hard and overcame many obstacles along the way. They have so much potential, and we hope they use this potential to the fullest. We wish you nothing but success and happiness. We ask that you keep your kind hearts and always make room to give back to others. In order to do this, you must take care of yourselves first. Please, always take care of yourself. Please do this and never forget. Always take care mentally, physically, be nice to you, and never stop pushing because you have so much potential. Your parents, teachers, and staff know that, and we're always right. Please come back and visit, but call first. And we're always here when you need us, always.
So that was great. Thank you, Ms. Richardson, for your comments. I think that was very refreshing and informative, and Mr. Kimian for putting that together. This is a very unique program and a very unique group of students. Each year is different, and I'm looking forward to working with the incoming group of students next year. It will be a larger number, and sometimes there's ebbs and flows to that, but it'll be a larger number moving forward. But each year we try to get better, and I think we're well on our way to continuing to do that. So, thanks everyone for all of your support. So now I think this is the moment you all have been waiting for, correct? So we're going to begin the awarding of diplomas, and Mr. Kimian and Mr. Bader.
Rashawn Cooper. Denzel Ford. Zoe Meggie. Danielle Seba. Rima Sala. Adriana Zick.
Congratulations, graduates. So our school board president, Ms. Mary Pleshnikov, will do the pronouncement of graduates.
And now, graduates, this is what really makes it official, our pronouncement. So we could hold this off if you want to stay, or are you ready to leave? By the power vested in us by the state of Michigan, we now pronounce you 2019 graduates of Dearborn Public Schools Magnet High School. Move your tassels, please.